Hey friends, welcome to another daily message. It's Monday, February 21st. Thanks for joining me. What can I say? Tomorrow is a special day, right? We know today is the 21st, tomorrow's the 22nd, February 22nd, 2022. Angel numbers abound. Let's briefly talk about the significance of it because I'm already feeling its effects, right? They call it a portal. There's so many portals. And I think of portals as gateways for energy to come in that are more powerful than the normal ebbs and flows of astrologically aligned movement could be. Now, there is a lot of support from the planets for this portal. It's Venus and Mars together, yin and yang, the coming together. That's what 2 is. The number 2 is the coming together of dualities. So 2, 22, 22, even just saying it out loud for me feels like a lot. Because it's very powerful. And I think that it is a time, I think, between, now and let's say the end of March or something, because that's when Mars and Venus, I think, leave their conjunct aspect. There is a huge focus on partnerships and coming together, a focus on working together, on collaboration, on us over me. On the collective versus the individual. So I don't know what the future holds, right? But we who live in the United States also are grappling with the idea of the Pluto return, which is the return of the planet Pluto, the planet of death, transformation, right? Evolution, revolution. That planet is returning to the same place in the sky as when the country was formed. And so that's a lot of power. And also our relationship to power is coming under even more scrutiny. And so I think that this is a really important time for activism and for advocacy. What else? Yeah, definitely, if you haven't already, open yourself up to the people who matter in your life. I feel like there is definitely going to be places where you are needed. Okay. There'll be more on that tomorrow, I feel, because tomorrow is actually the 2/22/22. I just had to sort of get that off my chest because I woke up this morning feeling very up here about it. And it is important to know the surrounding energies. All right. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Answering the call, showing up. Again, it came up yesterday. I did learn more about this card since then because I read it, and I'll tell you a secret. I sat here last night before bed to meditate, and I picked just one card from this deck, and it was also this one. The cards just have a way. It's a numbers game, right? You have a random number generator, pulls out random cards, and it just happens to be the same cards. No big deal. The time is now. There's an air of courage around everything, and that's sort of what I'm feeling also is right, this idea of being called. It's happening now. It has begun for you. Your true calling has begun, if you've sensed this. And so there is an air of courage now where you're asked to walk the walk. Okay? Walk the walk. Transformation, a fresh new a fresh new way of living emerges. And it's a phoenix. It looks like a phoenix bird or something. This is what I'm talking about with the Pluto return and the 2222. A fresh new way of living emerges. And this isn't a transformation that is done alone. This is done by a collective. We decide we would like to do it this way now. Thank you. We are listening. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of people stepping up. People who you wouldn't have normally thought to have the capacity for leadership, who have been waiting in the wings, they are answering the call and providing important information or an important skill, adding it to the collective. People who have been asleep up until now because they know they are needed. All right. This is already an intense reading. I feel intense. I feel that it is intense. People who didn't know that they have leadership abilities or qualities are stepping up to the plate. I think they're realizing that they have a lot of bravery and a lot more courage than that was just, like I said, asleep. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what the tarot has. Page of Wands in reverse underneath. There's still a little bit of self-doubt here about like, am I really able to do this, to step up? That's what the Page of Wands is telling me in the reverse there. So what are we dealing with here? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, Five of Swords showing up in the same position as yesterday. Two of Cups in reverse, the Fool in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, the Star, Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And so is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So actually in totality, we only have two upright cards in this whole spread. It's the Five of Swords and the Star. There are difficult choices needing to be made around healing or what feels hopeful. Forward progress toward good or better aims doesn't mean there aren't casualties. Actually, I think it's the opposite. Revolution requires fighting for something, you know. It does require us that we release and reprioritize what, you know, we don't have time for everything. You can't always, what wants to be said is choose your battles more so. Choosing already, the word choosing already insinuates that you can do one or the other, but not both, or something like that. Maybe that's where this doubt is like not at this moment, in the moment of choice, not knowing exactly what to choose. Maybe that's because there's uncertainty around, again, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that she's really the card of like balancing what, like work and life, work-life balance. So it's almost like we don't know how much of ourselves to commit to something, whatever it is. And the Two of Cups in reverse, again, unbalance. And the Star here is the card of hope. So even there's all of this uncertainty and I'll say sort of heavy energy. And even while I'm talking, I feel, again, my head is like in a vortex or something. It's so overwhelming to even think about, is what I'm getting. But we have to answer the call. The call is that there's somewhere in there's hope. And so then transformation comes, right? So somebody must have just had a very difficult period. So difficult that it was hard to see beyond, hard to think even like beyond the present moment of how do I balance myself and regain my shore footing, sort of. Because you need footing to answer the call. You see how she's actually like you walking through this gate. You know, it requires your movement, your participation, your active participation. The time is now. Courageous transformation is what I'm getting here. So, a fresh new way of living emerges. The Ten of Wands in reverse how do I say? A reprioritization. It's actually pretty straightforward, right? The Ten of Wands in reverse is saying the way we've been doing things up until now is not sustainable, and it's not going to be able to continue. The Seven of Wands is the desire for reform. You can't make this stuff up. Like, you can just go look up these cards, and these are all messages, right, of these cards here. The Fool. The Fool of the Soul is the soul of the tarot. It's appearing in reverse. You know, what are the low qualities of the Fool? You know, we're bound to make mistakes while this transformation occurs. But I think that's okay. As long as the desire is here for reform, like I said, there will be casualties, right? You're going to have to choose. Oh, this reminds me of another meme I saw, right? Like, who are you willing to disappoint to chase your dreams or something like that? What are you willing to risk in order to get the thing that you want or need, the thing that is really meant for you? Six of Cups in reverse, and you know, the answer to that question. Six of Cups in reverse. This is nostalgia clinging on to the past. That which was can no longer be. That what got me here will not get me there. So something needs to radically change, and it requires your leadership. And even if you're not leading a group of people or a community or collective, you need to become the leader in your own life. As in, take control over your trajectory and put yourself in the places where you are needed, where you can help. So I'm seeing here that it also has something to do with your day-to-day, sort of like mundane day-to-day existence. Like, what is changing in your everyday that has been shaped around how you used to do things? So again, with the Knight of Pentacles, I do get sort of like it's in the details, it's in the routine, it's in tradition, routine. What am I looking? Ritual. That's what is being lost here. Something from the past and something having to do with your everyday. Maybe these are like your everyday beliefs or beliefs about the past that you carry with you every day are being challenged to be transformed. Okay, let's get some final advice from the cards. Message from the universe. Eight of Wands in reverse, Strength in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. So, this is just showing me that this is a slow process, right? Okay, let me show you. Eight of Wands and the Strength in reverse, and then the Nine of Pentacles. Strength in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles are both cards of sort of courage, but also confidence more so. So there's a transmutation that happens here, Strength into the Nine of Pentacles. Strength is compassion for oneself in the face of fear. And Nine of Pentacles, excuse me, is about finally reaping the benefits of all of your hard work. So whatever inner work you have been doing, I mean, it's showing up here that this is still happening, and the Eight of Wands is also showing me that this is still being worked on, but eventually you will get to this Nine of Pentacles, where you will feel more confident and resourceful and able to step up and to create action, to make something grow, either for you or for your community. This is the Pre-Empress card. Pre-Empress, which is the Divine Feminine. Eight of Wands, you know, that's sort of like stagnation or just like no direction, not really understanding where to go right now. It's a slow process. No one's going anywhere fast. Just because the planets align in some particular moment that we can scientifically calculate doesn't mean that everything is happening all at once. Everything takes time. And energy is like waves. We all feel it at a different time. So you might not feel it today, you might feel it tomorrow, you might not, you might feel it next week. Okay. But that's the message for today. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it helped. Just a reminder, I'm going to be stopping these daily messages. I think on Wednesday will be my last one. But feel free to check out some of the other videos, subscribe or leave a comment. And I'll be back soon with more later. Thanks guys, and talk to you later.